Yes, apparently. Llama killed himself. Praise Mars. Now, I know people are saying, oh, why are you sad like this? Why are you be sad? But no. The guy fucking made my mother terrified that he was going to hunt her down and kill her and rape her. So, anything, this is a good thing for me. The guilty deserve to pay for their crimes. If it is that by them taking their own life, then so be it. I have one less problem.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, sorry. Police, if you welcome to... Because the army doesn't have anything to do with his death. Praise the god of war.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Lolcow Hunters 101, where today we try and hunt down the biggest lolcow of them all, Dirttheif. Now what's it been, like 2 months since I last uploaded like a video in all the Dirttheif lore? Well, I reckon this will be the final one, and I mean it this time, because there is no coming back for Dirttheif now. He has fucked himself so hard that honestly there's no coming back for him. He's done in this side of the community. He is absolutely done. And I am joined with a friend, Nova Bova, whose video you have probably seen, and he will be joining me on this endeavour as we talk shit about Dirttheif, for rightful reasons. So without further ado, I'm going to get Nova to explain what has happened since the last Dirttheif video I made. So I'm going to hand it over to Nova, and thank you. Enjoy the video.
Got it, boss. Even though you fucked my asshole raw last night, I'll fulfill my duties till the end.
How's it going, bros? It's me, the guy that uploads once a month. So as Sunny has already told you from the intro, Dirttheif is currently going through his big Demon Time anime arc. And there has been a lot of stuff that happened after I made my video on him back in June. So why not talk about it since this is going to be the last time we talk about him. But before we start, I want to thank Sunny for allowing me to be a part of this video. I really do appreciate it, and thank you for letting me talk about him one last time. But anyways, without any further ado, let's take a look at the Dirttheif lore one last time and see how deep his grave is by now. So yeah, let's begin.
Morning, I got booty on my mind. Dildos made in heaven, BBC, the cock is mine.
So on June 15th, before me, Sunny, and Savage recorded the DDMC drama tier list, Dirttheif was kind of coping and pretty much telling everyone what they can and can't joke about, like his friends, his family, his past, and even his channel. But here's the thing. If he never mentioned his past or his personal problems on a server that is known to make fun of him, then no one would make fun of your family. It's basic logic. And your channel, there's a reason why people make fun of your channel. Because it's absolute trash.
Bullshit. Bullshit. Derivative. That I love. I absolutely love.
And then it led to everyone saying they're not gonna listen, and saying how he's treated everyone here with respect, and how he should be treated the same way, which, he hasn't. And then it just led to him crying and seething how no one is listening to him, and him thinking like, oh, I thought you all were grown up to have a grown-up conversation. Even though this is the same dude who has a Vietnam flashback when you mention Titus.
Going off about Titus? Who is Titus, by the way?
Don't say that name in my presence.
Well, it's a part of your. It caused your alleged PTSD attack, as you just
Don't
said.
talk about that bitch in my presence.
So I offered to talk to him later today in a voice call since he didn't even show up to the last one. And the only thing you really need to know from that old group chat is he didn't even show up to the voice call and there was more people. That's literally it. And it didn't take long for me to convince him to do it. And after we got done recording the tier list, I asked Dirttheif if he was ready to talk about things now. And through the entire time I tried to get him to join, he just kept stalling. I asked him if he wanted 5 minutes to gather his thoughts and be ready. He just said no. I asked him if he wanted 10 minutes to get ready. And again, it was just no. And at this point, I was pretty much just begging him to join because I wanted to hear his side of everything. I wanted to fix things and see what the problem was. Eventually though, I just got fed up and decided to make a group chat with me, Sunny, Savage, and Rip Safari Boy. And as soon as he joins the group chat, he just keeps stalling again. To the point where he wants a fucking hour to get ready. Like, Jesus Christ, you're not gonna give a fucking speech to the world or anything. This is just a Discord group call. A call that was made because you were whining in Savage's server because no one was listening to you. Bro, fun to pull a Martin Luther King on us after we said Eminence of Shadows was cringe. Eventually afterwards, he did join the call. And how did that go exactly? Well, it went Nowhere. Absolutely fucking nowhere. Now, unfortunately, the video is gone because his channel got deleted again. More on that later. But it was pretty much just us talking about the main problems that he had, like his personal life, his YouTube channel, and just Coda Noah. I mean, back when he was working on it. And then we pretty much just told him what to improve on and how he can do it, like telling him to edit his videos, stop talking about his personal problems in a server that is known to make fun of him, and telling him how to write and code his mod that he's so desperate to getting people to work for him. Now, personally, I think this is all really good advice for someone like Dirttheif. Too bad he didn't listen to a fucking thing, though. The entire time he was in the call, he either had to 1. Clean up after his dog after it pissed on the floor twice, or it was just him doing yeah, okay,
This shit makes me want to self-harm.
Like, Jesus Christ, man, I might as well be talking to a fucking brick wall if you're not gonna listen to anything we say. So yeah, after he left the VC, we all agreed he didn't learn a single thing from it, and we all just pretty much called it a day from there. So yeah, I woke up, looked on my phone, and I saw he recorded the entire conversation that we had. And now looking back on it, I realized that it was a complete waste of time. Like, if you weren't going to listen to anything we said from it, why agree to do it in the first place? But as soon as I mentioned Savage's recording, you instantly joined the call, which just shows you want to use me, Sunny, and Savage for views. But to be fair, it probably was my own fault for saying Savage's recording. But yet again, what was I supposed to do? I was trying to be nice to him, but he just kept on ignoring me. So I figured that was probably the best way to get him on. So yeah, that was pretty much the VC of Aid incident. It just goes to show how much he's willing to do to get views, regardless if it's people trying to give him, you know, good advice. He'll just record and upload it because me, Sunny, and Savage are in it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. On to the next drama.
I am a registered sex offender. I stuck my dick into a blender.
So, back like 2 months ago, I guess you could say history repeated itself, because Dirttheif got his channel deleted again, which is clearly a skill issue. Like, imagine getting your channel deleted twice, and it hasn't even been a year yet. Now, you're probably thinking I'm being way too hard on him for getting his channels deleted twice, but he's done it to himself. This was no misunderstanding. He got his channel deleted for a reason. His channel got deleted because he showed, he showed furry porn and didn't censor it in the right time. So no, this wasn't a misunderstanding. This is just him being fucking lazy.
Wouldn't be the first time.
And this just goes to show how lazy he is and has no passion for his content whatsoever. Look, I'll admit my content isn't the greatest either, and probably to some people it's awful, which I don't blame you, but at least I put some passion and soul into my content. I enjoy making my videos, you know, despite them taking way too long to edit, but you could tell there's some passion and joy within making these videos. And I'm probably not the only one who thinks like that with their content. But Dirttheif has no passion. There's practically nothing in his videos. No heart, no soul, nothing. The average Dirttheif video consists of click record, play game, end recording, and add a shitty intro. That's it. And I'm probably not the first person to tell you this, but no one wants to watch you singing while you walk around your room like a fucking mental patient, while you play your DDLC girlfriend jerk-off mod. That shit is fucking boring. Hell, I might as well be listening to Everywhere at the End of Time by The Caretaker, because it's at least somewhat interesting compared to every video on your channel. So yeah, that's pretty much why his channel got deleted again. But it just goes to show that if he actually edited his videos, none of this would ever have happened. In fact, we probably wouldn't even be here by now. Well, mostly. But, yeah.
My cock and balls are rotating. Ice on my wrist, I could go skating. Between thick thighs, I'm suffocating.
Now, I need to bring in some bad news. So, on June 24th, my favorite YouTuber of all time, The Queer, was taken down. It got taken down because of, sexual content. Which, I mean, it makes sense, you know. He did jerk off in his car. But still, I've just been so... fucking sad about it. Like, my life has just gone downhill ever since the queer has been taken down. I've been listening to Slow Dancing in the Dark by Joji for 2 months straight. I've been playing my wrist like a violin in the and the sea is go away. And I've been knocking on people's doors for the past 2 weeks.
You should kill yourself now!
Just so I can fall down their stairs. Because my life means nothing without the queer. And you want to know the worst part about all of this? I'm the one who stopped him. I was the one who stopped the queer and the homosexual god Mars. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm glad I got my friends back from the dead. And I'm glad they don't have to worry about him no more. But I kinda still miss the occasional queer video every now and then. If only there was a channel just like the queer that can bring back those funny moments, those good times that I had, those very... Oh, I know!
You know I'm dropping fire. You can sing my songs in the choir. They call me Quagmire. No, they don't, but at least it rhymes.
So not too long ago, there was a channel called The Feared, which was a continuation of the queer. Now, I thought he died after he got smited down by Mars, but apparently not. But yeah, that's the updated queer lore. It was definitely a very fun ride to go through. And I am sad that there won't be any more new videos from the queer. I can at least be happy that I'm one of the few people in the world that actually did see it. But there still is one question that remains. Who was the queer?
What was your favorite? Huggy Wuggy Steak, Scary Blue, Gumbo Sauce, Ben?
So as you can tell, there is a lot of problems with Dirttheif's content. And there are 2 main reasons on why his content is so bad in the first place. The first one being how he obviously doesn't edit his own videos, which we already talked about earlier, and the second reason being his videos go on for way too long. Like, the average Dirttheif video can be upwards to 20 minutes to a fucking hour. And keep in mind, this is Dirttheif, the same person who will act like a cut Batman Arkham Asylum enemy whenever he plays his funny fake girlfriend mod.
Your feelings for her are not real. They are real to me!
But not too long ago, a good friend of mine, and who made the greatest video ever made, Rip Safari Boy, decided to give Dirttheif the idea to start streaming on his channel. Now, if you think about it, this isn't actually a bad idea, because this would actually benefit him in some ways. Hell, we even told him to stream if he didn't want to edit his videos, back in that VC we had with him. But Dirttheif would agree to it, Rip would set him up, and on August 1st, Dirttheif would start his live stream. And by now you're probably thinking, how did that stream go? Well, it was funny for all of us, but for Dirt, well,
Get rid of the fucking spam, because I don't want to deal with that, so deal with it. Rip, do your fucking job and deal with it. Can we stop with the fucking spam? Also, I have now banned words now.
Gay.
SP, fuck you. Fuck all of you. You know, this is why I never stream. Question. This is a question to everyone on chat. This is a question to everyone in chat. Can we just, like, for the rest of the chat, can we just have just a sane, chill thing where chat's just relaxed? Can we do that?
No.
Also, by the way, Savage, I'm blaming all of this on you. Okay, we're ending the stream here because fuck majority of it.
Man.
Yeah, it didn't go according to plan as he thought it would be. And the big problem with it was, he kept reading chat way too often. He would complain about every little thing that chat was doing, like complaining how chat would spam, complaining about people saying Titus, and so on. You get the picture. But before we continue, let me just get my few problems out of the way. First of all, about the spam, you're gonna get that as a streamer, especially if it's a community of people that are just there to clown on you. And the Titus stuff, well,
you shouldn't have brought it up in a server that is known to make fun of you in the first place.
But in this case, this is probably the best thing you could do. Just come here. Just come here. A little closer. Just a little closer. A little bit more. Yeah, that's good. Just fucking ignore it. Like there, I just fixed half of your problems. Just ignore it. It's the internet. Get used to it and grow a thick skin. And if you don't like it, just ignore it, or just leave this community entirely, but we all can't have nice things in this world. Also, I feel like I need to talk about how much of a fucking asshole he was being to Rip Safari Boy. Like, Rip thought this would be a good idea for Dirttheif to do, but as soon as the stream starts, he's just being a fucking dickhead to him. Like, as soon as he gives Rip moderator, he feels the need to say, Rip, do your fucking job. Like, dude, you could be a little bit more grateful that Rip offered to help you in the first place. He gave you an opportunity to actually grow an audience that's not from the Savage server, the same place that has clowned on you multiple times. You should be a lot more grateful for someone who offered to try and help you grow your shit channel in the first place, not like treating them like shit as soon as the stream starts and not apologizing for it. But anyways, before we end off this segment, let's talk about one more thing, and this last one is probably the funniest thing that's ever happened in that stream. So while we were raiding Dirttheif, you know, just having a good time with it, and let me just be clear about one thing, there was no malicious intent with raiding Dirttheif's stream. We were just having fun, you know, doing a little trolling. We didn't send him any death threats, we didn't wish him harm. We just thought it'd be a funny idea to raid his stream, because like he said before, he does put on a good show. But yeah, we were just chilling and having some fun. But all of a sudden, something amazing happened. Apparently, we weren't the only ones who wanted to raid Dirttheif's stream as well, because he also got raided by a Roblox hacking group. So I did a little digging, and by digging I mean looked them up on YouTube, and apparently they only hacked this one game mode on Roblox called Jailbreak, which is kinda cool, I guess. I don't know, I don't play Roblox, so who am I to judge? But it's still funny to me that he got raided by 2 different communities at the same time. Not only did he get raided by us, the actual definition of autism in this community, later on in the same stream, he got raided by the fetuses in the Roblox community. Like, it's quite astounding how big that first Dirttheif video was, because so many people know him from that video now, and that's probably the biggest drama the DDMC has ever come across. But yeah, that's Dirttheif's short-lived streaming career. He tried doing it again after the first one, but it didn't get anywhere near as popular. He even tried to use Rip to get people to donate to his streams.
Oh my god, bro. Hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, bro.
Get the fuck up, you nasty bitch.
Which again just shows how very ungrateful he is. Which just proves that he doesn't want to do this for the fun of it, he just wants to do it for the money. And the way his content is looking, I don't see that happening anytime soon. But yeah, that's pretty much it. On to the next one.
In my room, I be my cup, nutted in my sock, keeping that door locked, bitch, you better not.
So on August 10th, only 10 days after Dirttheif started streaming, Rip Safari Boy would announce that Dirttheif would be banned from the Savage Central Discord server, because earlier Dirt was bothering Rip about getting his old videos back, more on that later, and Rip, unsurprisingly, had enough of Dirttheif's bullshit and decided to reinstate his ban. Now, I don't know who unbanned Dirttheif in the first place, but hey, he's banned now, so who cares? But anyways, we all had 30 minutes to say our final goodbyes to Dirttheif, and after all of us said our farewells, Rip finally banned him. And now, all I gotta say is one thing.
Good fucking riddance.
Like, it was about damn time someone banned him from the Savage server. Like, we already told him to leave before in that VC me, Sunny, and Savage had, because like I said before, that's where most of the people that make fun of him are in. So logically, this is probably the best thing for him. But yeah, it was official. Dirttheif was finally banned from the Savage server, and he was also banned in multiple other servers as well. So in a way, we did it. We finally got rid of him. Or so I thought. You see, even though we did get rid of him from the Savage server, this would not be the last time we would hear from him. And ever since he did get banned from the Savage server, he has just gotten far more worse in these past few weeks. And it all started with 2 main things. Him trying to get his old videos back, and Llama. We'll start off with him trying to get his old videos back, and I'll let Sunny talk about the whole Llama situation, because it is pretty fucked and I'm not the best man to talk about it. So you remember how I told you Dirt was bothering Rip about getting his old videos back? Well, Rip ain't the only one who had to deal with him about his old videos, because he has bothered multiple other people about it, myself included, about the same thing. Hey, can you get my old videos back? Can you do this to get my old videos back? Can you go in the Wayback Machine to get my old videos back? Even asking Rip to pay a hacker just to get his old videos back, with Rip only getting absolutely nothing out of it. And there's not a lot I could really say except one thing. Dirt, you're never gonna get those old videos back. No matter how hard you try, and no matter how hard you cope and seethe in everyone's DMs, you'll never get those videos back. You have completely fucked yourself by getting both of your channels deleted because of your laziness and lack of improvement are what got your channels deleted in the first place. And every person that I know does not have a single video of yours because they're all fucking garbage. And the only videos that people have archived are the ones of you coping. And Sunny has already sent you all the videos of you coping and seething. And you want to know the funniest part? He hasn't even uploaded those videos, which just goes to show that he regrets making them in the first place. Like, imagine making all those videos of you coping, whining, seething, and lying, only for you not to upload them. And that just shows how much of an actual fool you made yourself by posting that pity party dog shit. But anyways, the TLDR is, Dirt, stop coping about those old videos. You're never gonna get them back, and it's a complete waste of time. And stop bothering people about it because they, 1, don't care, and 2, can't help you. And start by making some actual good content. But I doubt you'll listen to anything I say. But yeah, that's enough out of me. I'm gonna let Sunny take it from here because this shit show is not over yet. Because he has a lot more interesting and fucked up things to talk about. And shows the real reason on why Dirttheif was banned in the first place. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Back to you, Sunny.
Now, if you've even spoken to Dirttheif for like 1 microsecond, you'll understand that he likes to reveal everything about his personal life to his online life. And this has given people ammo to take the piss out of him more, such as the BMR incident and Titus incident. BMR was his old school, and the Titus incident was basically Dirttheif was friends with this girl called Titus. Titus basically made a not so halal TikTok, and Dirttheif said that she was just asking to get R-worded, which, and yeah, not the best thing to say, but this somehow got turned around into saying that he was going to R-word Titus. Yeah. Just as recording through all of this, Savage has just sent me a comment from his Dirttheif video that is supposedly from someone who went to BMR, and he kind of explains the kind of person Dirttheif is to summarise up IRL. So I'm no fan of DDMC. Had a loose interest years ago but never went anywhere. I found this video because I actually went to school with him through middle and high school. I'm not here to state actual opinions about him because I'm biased, nor give away where he lives because that's fucked up. Don't attack him. There's a lot of stories I have of this kid because even back in school he was a weird guy, but I'm not going to get into them because it would seem like a personal attack. Instead, I'm going to mention a few things to clear up who he actually is because I've seen a few people saying he was a lie manipulator, and despite my actual opinions on him, I believe that isn't true. He is just someone who is very, very bad at facing rejection. That said, back in middle school, at one point he had a group of friends that were having some beef with another group of kids. I wasn't really involved with the two, so I didn't know what it was over, but I remember that I was a taller kid, at least relative to all of them. So he came to me directly and tried to pay me a nickel to beat them up. Now, in fairness to him, these kids were actually starting to do real things to him, like harassing him verbally. But the thing that I realised was, A, a nickel? Dog, that's like way too low. $20 at least, I gotta fight like 5 kids. B, 2 of the kids had genuine disabilities such as extremely brittle bones and other genuine deformities from birth. I could have genuinely killed them or caused permanent damage by accident. Never mind the extra trouble I get into either way. C, he was on a power trip. He was trying to play a strategy game to scare the kids that bullied him into backing off. I didn't want any part of that. When I said no, he got angry and essentially blacklisted me from that friend group for a year, which sucked because I was actually super close to one of them. He was considered the weird kid up until he left during high school, and while I wish I could say it was unwarranted bullying, he had a bad habit of blowing up on everyone he slightly disagreed with. Again, I say this isn't meant to attack him, but is meant to highlight his very real problem. He is horrible at rejection. He always has been, and it seems to be continuing. Now, the important things I want to point out in this was the power trip situation where as soon as he thought he had done something, his ego increases tenfold, and the fact that he is awful at facing rejection. In other words, he's extremely spoiled. Another thing that intrigues me as well is the deal that he struck with him, saying he'd pay him a nickel. Now, Dirttheif likes to make these deals, right, where you'll do something huge for him, like trying to get his old videos back, and guess what you get in return? His thanks. You get no benefit from it. Dirttheif, you are an irrelevant asshole. I don't want your thanks at all. I'm not getting your old videos back because I can't. But he always likes to make these deals where it's like a 90% benefit for him and a 10% benefit for you. So yeah, just thought I'd bring that up. But the main thing I want you to keep in mind now is the power trip. as the situation we're going to get in basically proves this statement. So the reason I brought up why he likes to share his old private life is because he's accidentally shared it sometimes. In one of his videos that he was too lazy to edit, he leaked his mother's phone number. And if you have someone's number, it's only a search away on a phone book to find out everything about them, their address, their emails, their real names, everything. And that's what happened to Dirttheif. So people, mainly Llama, started prank calling Dirttheif's mother. Now first it was kind of harmless, it was literally just him asking her questions, but then he kind of took it to the extreme and said that he was gonna do some not so nice stuff to her, which obviously I do not condone. That is kind of fucked up. But Llama is 15, and obviously that doesn't really excuse him, but he's a 15-year-old saying stuff that is basically said in every COD lobby to exist. So what do Dirttheif's parents do now that they have directly been brought up? Do they A, ignore it, B, pray to the homosexual god Mars, or C, call the police on him? But if you guess C, you're right, because he actually got the police called on him. Now I don't know if there's a case still going involved. Llama said he only got a call once from them, and that was it. He hasn't got a call from them since. It was probably just a warning, because it was pretty obvious that he was joking. Like, he lives all the way across the country, and he's 15, like how the hell is he gonna get there? But because of this, Dirttheif would have that power trip. He thought he did something by getting Llama to fuck off pretty much, and he would start threatening to call the police on anyone who opposed him. Yeah, if you didn't want to work on his Just Code Noah mod, you were getting the police called on you. If you weren't going to get his videos back for him, he was going to call the police on you, which is exactly what happened to me. He threatened to call the international police on me. Now, I have nothing to hide, so if they want to call the police on me, go ahead. I've done nothing, and I'll explain why later. But if he wants to call the police and waste their time because someone called him fucking stupid on the internet, he can go ahead and get himself into shit. Because I don't know about the laws in the US, but I'm pretty sure you can get in trouble for wasting the police's time, if it isn't for good reason.
I like Elmo cause he's red. I do not like whole wheat bread. I don't want to go to bed. Ball tires, they have...
So this part is going to be on Dirttheif's parents now, as this mainly revolves around them. So we established the whole Llama situation where they called the police on Llama. Now, they did it again but to Rip Safari Boy. So one night Rip Safari Boy was having a mad sesh, right? And pretty much he calls Dirttheif and asks, "Is this Dirttheif?" Whoever's on the other side hangs up, and Rip Safari Boy ends up going to bed. When Rip Safari Boy wakes up, he has about 5 to 10 missed calls from an unknown number. And the next thing you know, Rip Safari Boy gets a call from the police. Now, because he lives outside of the US, the police in the US have no jurisdiction over him, so they couldn't do anything about it. Now, pretty much everyone in Sigma Central got dragged into this now. Dirttheif would start saying that we encouraged Llama to dox and harass his parents when we didn't. We didn't condone what we did. And here's Llama saying that himself. He did it all on his own accord. Now, if you thought Dirttheif's dad couldn't get even more goofy, Dirttheif's dad has a Discord account, and he would add Llama and call Llama. Yes, he went on Discord to add a minor to threaten him. Now, he basically said to Llama, "If you ever talk to my son again, you will be put in jail." Essentially threatening him to send him to jail, even though he's done nothing since what happened. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the recording because when Llama screen recorded it, it wouldn't pick up the audio, which sucks. But in the background you could hear Dirttheif's mother saying that apparently the FBI now knows of the incident. Now, if the FBI are actually wasting time on a case like Llama and Dirttheif, fucking hell, that's just poor. They should really be focusing on the ERPing Dirttheif does. Like, Jesus Christ, have you seen this shit?
Oh my god, a mobile task force squad.
On the topic of RP, Dirttheif had a server called SCP United or something, and pretty much it was a RP SCP Discord, and most of the members were bots anyway, but he had a group of friends who all pretty much hate him now. He made one of them uncomfortable, which was Dan Freller, I think her name was.
For her response.
This motherfucker, I swear to God, I'm about to shove a stick up his ass.
I am starting to cry, because I feel like you hate me. Dan, really, please stop ignoring me. Oh, what the fuck, man? Oh my god, this guy.
Dibbles.
No way. How down bad do you have to be?
That's fucking nuts.
Bro can't fucking take a hint. Jesus, man.
And this girl called Simpy as well, and he saw both of these girls as little sisters. So when he ERPs with Danfrella, who is supposedly like a little sister to him, it gets a bit odd, but you know, we will move past that. And then there's Hylian, who he has also burnt bridges with. And in one of my videos I covered a bit about United, not too much, but I'll play it here. Like, the kid literally had supposedly like a PTSD attack. He goes on Discord and starts talking in Latin, and supposedly this guy who like took over his SCP roleplay Discord triggered it, which, like, that's just kind of mad, isn't it? And Dirttheif seems to go through many cycles. With the United one, he'll make a new server, invite everyone, people troll him, he starts crying, he ends up losing a friend, and then the server goes to shit, and then he'll make a new one, and the cycle starts again. Now, unfortunately, I have been banned from the SCP United server, so I can't do SCP roleplaying, unfortunately, which kind of sucks. So I can't provide any proof to supposed claims that have been made against Dirttheif, but I can show you the atrocious ERPing they were doing. This shit is literally eye bleach.
Baby has kinky BDSM sex with you. Harder daddy, gets you pregnant after 10 hours of rough sex. What Dan wants with me in real life.
I'm gonna puke. I'm gonna puke. I'm gonna puke. I'm gonna puke. I'm gonna puke.
Bro, I think I'm gonna need to bleach my eyes out after looking at that. Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh my god. Oh my.
Now, unfortunately, Llama would have a lot of stress on him. He'd be worried about the FBI coming to dick him down in his house, and Dirttheif kept threatening to call the police on him, which you saw him do when he called out that the apology he made was written by an AI. Llama called him out, and Dirttheif would threaten him. So unfortunately, on the 26th of August 2023, Llama would kill himself.
My life is ruined. I can't take it anymore. Dirttheif, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being such a terrible person to you. I'll atone for my sins now, Dirttheif. I hope you understand.
A website would be put up dedicating Llama's life. Rest in peace. Now, if you really believe that, you're just as gullible as Dirttheif, because Dirttheif actually believed this. He would go in Afro Zero server, his own server, basically say, Llama's dead, yeah! And also, he'd make a video about it, which I showed you at the beginning of the video. Bro lost his mind.
I'm here, SPPS. I'm here. It's all over.
So, you might have noticed that I keep cutting to different segments, and it's because I'm trying to do this chronologically, but because Dirttheif changes like the topic every 5 seconds, I keep having to go back and forward between stuff. Now, you're just going to have to allow me to do this segment, because he turns into LowTierTheif. He would tag me and everyone else in Grubhub server, saying that he wanted us to give him his videos back, which we only have archived videos of him being an absolute moron and spooning his dog. And at this point, Dirttheif had already blocked me, and I just wanted to say that we didn't have it, so I'd make an alt account called iShowTard, and I would tell Dirttheif the hard truth that he was never getting his videos back. And what was his reply? You heard it here, folks. Dirttheif told me to kill myself.
You are a worthless bitch ass. Your life literally is as valuable as a summer ant. I'm just gonna stomp you and you're gonna keep coming back. I'ma seal up all my cracks. You're gonna keep coming back.
Which is so funny. Like, having Dirttheif tell you to kill yourself, honestly, it's just the funniest thing. Like, it's on the lines of Durga admitting that he was actually a pedophile. For real. It was so funny. But pretty much, this is everything that I needed to essentially ruin whatever case Dirttheif had left. So ladies and gentlemen, here is my final verdict. So this is going to be a rant and my defense against them having anything on me, because they really don't. So I'm going to try and explain everything as clearly and as precisely as possible. Dirttheif, by staying in this community for over a year now, you have enabled people to take the piss out of you, since you'll do some stupid stuff by asking people to help you with your Just Code to Know Her mod, which reputation is in tatters, or by obviously suicide baiting, or talking about your private life which nobody cares, and you shoving it in their faces. And when they tell you that they don't care, or for you to shut up, You go and lose your shit. You act like a dickhead. Now what do people do when you act like a dickhead to them? They're gonna act like a dickhead to you. And this is where you go and say that everyone hates me. And this is where the pity parties come in. Because you make yourself the victim, which makes you even more unlikable. And when me, Savage or Nova or Rip Safari Boy tell you the best advice that we can give, advice that would not hurt you in any way possible because of some shit excuse you come up with on the dot. Now with the whole leaving the community thing, you say you'd still like to talk to us, but you have burned multiple bridges with us and we don't want to talk to you anymore. We don't want to have anything to do with you, and yet you keep coming back. So, now there's an argument that you could be harassing us, because we don't want to talk to you and you keep trying to talk to us. Now, onto your parents. Your parents have failed you by letting you stay in this community when they obviously knew that all this was happening. And they only did something when they were brought up themselves by Llama. They have made you a spoilt and incompetent brat. You expect everything to be done for you. You are lazy. You can't be asked to get a part-time job. And better yet, you can't even be asked to put any effort into your videos. They are the most boring shit. And this is the thing that you want to be good at in life. You want to be a full-time YouTuber. You want to live off making YouTube videos. Well, that ain't ever happening. And I'm not even going to say it unless you change your ways, because you don't change your ways. Ever since I first spoke to you, you have been like this. You're lazy. Now I've probably rustled your jimmies quite a bit, Martinos, and you're probably thinking, oh yeah, we can call the police on him. Well, good luck, because you have nothing on me. I've never threatened Dirttheif. I've never doxed Dirttheif. I've only said things that have been proven fact. I've only said personal stuff that he's come out with publicly in his server. So there's nothing you have on me. I've never called him personally, only on Discord. So if you want to go call the police on me, go right ahead, because it's just going to be a waste of time. And I won't be afraid to bring up the Pinto shit, the blackmailing with Llama. You have stooped down to Llama's level now, and by doing that you've ruined pretty much any case you had initially. Llama is a 15-year-old kid who lives on the other side of the country, and he said something that pretty much has been said in every fucking Call of Duty lobby to exist. Now does that mean it's alright? No. Obviously not. But the fact that you two grown adults are now threatening him makes you look even worse. So well done, Martinos, you've played yourself. And to you, Dirttheif, why don't you finally take the advice that everyone has given you and get the fuck out of here?
This guy, but for those who are unaware, Matthew Warren Martino, who goes by Dirttheif online.
The kid's called Dirttheif and he does have a few problems. Like, I'm not trying to be a prick about it, but sometimes it does look like he's trying to use his depression or quote-unquote PTSD for attention.
And if you're in this community, you probably know him as well, and that being Dirttheif.
I made a video on him just because I've seen what he's done in the past and how much of a flawed person he is. But now I've directly gotten involved with what he's been doing, and it's just quite funny to see how much of a fucking idiot this guy is.
So around a year ago, Dirttheif would post on Reddit saying that he needs help making a mod called Just Noah, which is literally the exact same thing as Just Monica, and it went as well as Cyberpunk on day one release.
The demand that Dirttheif would have for his team of modders was to have a prototype of Just Noah done by the end of the week.
Question of them all. Is a Savage fan just a person whose IQ is above 50? Because any kind of criticism he faces is instantly Savage Central.
He even lies and says that they hijacked the mod, which they didn't. They were pretty much just telling him how much of an idiot he was acting on Reddit, and I guess he took that as, oh, they're hijacking my mod.
After all this, he gets caught speaking to an 11-year-old girl, or a decoy that was made to look like an 11-year-old girl, and starts saying all this suggestive shit.
Talking to a child and did not think at all that this would be a bad idea whatsoever. He has multiple excuses and reasons on why he did not think to stop talking to this person. One of them being he was trying to get information out of this person to see who they are.
As another channel would pop up on my radar, simply titled The Spear, with its first
round of it. So the spear was pretty much Dirt's edgier second channel. I don't know how to describe it, to be honest.
I've been giving him advice probably since the first day I've spoke to him, but he has taken none of it.
Dirttheif pretty much calling him out and insulting him for being in the army, and using his dead cousin as an example or something. No.
Do this now. You sound so entitled and rude when you speak to people, and that's why people don't like you. You constantly cope to everyone about your problems.
And there's only one thing I could really say, and that's, Dirt, stop coping on the internet.
Actually care on me. Don't actually care. Don't actually care on me.
Wow, this video's been quite long. Surely I can't drag it out anymore. Oh my god, Llama, no.
Amazing! For the meme, the stream, the dream, and the Llama team.
I'm tired of living every day the same. What if I just decided one day? Hello fellow Dirttheifanians, it's me, Llama. I'm sick, so I'm using my shitty AI voice again. I hope it doesn't affect quality. So I wanted to explain the police's involvement in chronological order. So it first started with a now deleted video I made titled That Interesting Road. In this video I kind of showed Dirttheif's house on Google Maps. However, because I never specified it was his house, it wasn't considered doxing. This would be used as proof for the next thing I'm gonna touch on, a video directed towards Dirttheif's mom. In this video, I would threaten Dirttheif's mom to do things to his family. I was kind of dumb though, because I was connecting Dirttheif to his family without taking into consideration that Dirttheif was the only sped retard that deserved bullying, so I do not condone the actions I did. The police used the prior video, Interesting Road, as proof that I could perform the actions in this video. Anyways, they let me off with a warning because they realized that I'm 15 and it wasn't serious at all. Either way though, I was kind of schizo for 2 days and checked my window every time a car drove by because I thought the police were gonna arrest me or some shit. But like SBP said, the man did get a bit of a power trip because of this. Dirttheif would then blackmail me into becoming what he calls an employee. Anyways, he hits me up and is basically blackmailing me to give Hylian $50 or else he'll try to get me arrested. But luckily SBPs came in with the clutch and told Hylian that I was blackmailed, so Hylian talked some sense into Dirttheif. Basically why Hylian wanted $50 is because Dirttheif lost all of his friends. Yes, that's right, Dirttheif now has still friends. Essentially what happened is some shit went down. I can't figure out what, so I tried asking but haven't gotten a response. They all left the United Roleplay server and Dirttheif was begging for them to come back. Hylian said that if Dirttheif gives him $50, he'll invite them all back. Then Dirttheif DM'd me and said, Hylian, this guy will pay you. SBPs came in and told Dirttheif that is blackmail. Hylian then explained to Dirttheif that he was never supposed to pay him and that Hylian was just over exaggerating. He didn't want to be paid. He just wanted his point to come across that Dirttheif's friends are never gonna come back. Dirttheif couldn't take a hint though because despite Hylian practically just bullying him, Dirttheif still thought they were friends. Hylian would then tell Dirttheif that if he gives Hylian ownership, Hylian will invite his old friends back. Dirttheif blindly gave Hylian ownership, which, might I add, Dan legit warned him not to, and even I could sense that giving Hylian ownership would be a dumb thing to do. So Dirttheif was practically extremely retarded, and my guess came true because Hylian deleted the United RP server after he got ownership. So Dirttheif was left with no friends, no roleplay server, underperforming videos, and everyone hating him. So I'd say it's safe to judge that Dirttheif is officially at his lowest right now. Also, while I'm making this, Dirttheif has created a replacement for United Roleplay. It is now United Harmony. Anyways, that's everything I wanted to say.
Alright, that's enough now, Llama. You got your point across. Now, where was I? Oh yeah. Now, I hope you've understood everything and how kind of messed up the situation has got between Dirttheif and Llama and us lot. And like I said, there's no coming back for him now. So, this means this is going to be the last Dirttheif video me or Nova make. Because it's about time we all move on from all this Dirttheif bullshit. And hopefully he will finally realise if he does watch this video that he should leave us alone. And nothing will happen to him. I'm not going to beat around the bush, so I get all my thank yous out the way. Obviously, thank you to Nova for doing this collab with me. He has put so much time and effort into doing his segments, and he's done them very well. He is almost at 100 subscribers, so you've got to go check his YouTube channel out. After you finish watching this, go click that subscribe button on his YouTube channel. He's got a link in the description. And if you for some reason like my content, you'll love his, because his content is definitely better than mine. I also want to say thanks to Rip Safari Boy for giving us his DMs with Dirttheif for evidence. I also want to say thank you to Hylian and Danielle for letting us use screenshots and video recordings for evidence as well. And Savage Central for letting me use his videos in the little compilation at the end. Also thank you for Llama for that little bit at the end. Hopefully you understood his side of the story from that, even though it was done with AI. And obviously thanks to you for watching the video, because you lot are the reason we make these videos, man. Like, getting feedback on a video makes my day. Even if there's some criticism that needs to be made, it still makes me happy that you've gone out your way to watch it, so thank you very much. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.
Niggas say I'm out of town, I'm in Hong Kong. I'm just trying to get this cash in Hong Kong. I don't care about fight, I'm in Hong Kong. Nigga coming looking for me, I'm in Hong Kong. I just went to the store and got a honey bun. My mama just called, said you got some money, son. I forgot what time it is, I'm in Hong Kong. If they looking for me, tell them that I'm long gone. I be in the booth freestyling all the shit. Say where your keys go, I stole it.